Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another reaction debate thingamadoohicker. This one's by Sherman's Gaming, and this one's video is called "Is World of Warcraft Worth Playing in 2020/2021?" That was a lot of 2020/21s. Apparently, I'm not used to 2020/21 yet, because that's what it is. It's 2020/21, not 2021. It's 2020/2021. There's a lot of 20s there, and I gotta stop saying 20 before I confuse myself. How's everybody doing today? How you doing, V? Welcome back.
I'm doing pretty good, man. I'm doing pretty good, man. Sorry.
It's the gremlin again, isn't it? Before we start, WoW is always worth playing. I'd like to see anybody tell me otherwise.
Hello everybody and welcome to a brand new video with me, Sherman. Today, guys,
WoW sucks. No, I'm joking. Actually, WoW ain't that bad. I enjoyed it when I played it.
Sir?
For the most part.
Disrespect.
Hey, you know my name?
What, boy? Captain Underpants?
Yes.
Ah, Captain Underpants. I like it.
Good guess. Good guess. Okay.
Get into the video.
we're in World of Warcraft. The classic game
Wait!
started the trend of...
If you guys like this video, don't forget to hit that like button down below and subscribe. Okay, now we can jump back into it.
Facts.
the MMO genre, and it did start a trend. It was the one that garnered the largest player base and everything like that in the history of MMO games. And I think that a lot of people...
I'll give him that. It really did start off the MMO genre, like,
absolutely,
with a bang.
Warcraft 1, 2, and I believe 3. I've never played. I've only played World of Warcraft. Guilty, and admittedly, anybody. I'm sorry. But they definitely launched it. My uncle to this day still plays WoW. Like, every time an expansion comes out, the man's on it immediately. Like, within a week, he's done the expansion. It's insane.
I believe it.
Insane.
don't quite understand like its relevance to the space of MMOs. So we're gonna leave that out.
Real quick, I really
video,
like the look of his armor.
Is
Yeah.
this game worth playing in 2020 going
no,
into
Classy's
2021
rocking.
with the new
Looks like a paladin.
Shadowlands release coming up here on the 23rd, and with
That sounds like it's my
the
first one as a paladin.
changes to the leveling process and everything else.
I gotta say real quick, and then we'll play the video for a lengthy period of time. But this whale thing here, like fish,
I think
this is making the video for me right now.
I think it's a statue, to be honest with you.
Like I know it's a statue.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean like how the shape of it, what it is. It's really making the video.
I think it's a
right now. Like I'm loving this.
So before we jump right into that, if you guys don't know who I am a content creator here on YouTube. My name's Sherman.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
More of an alias than it is my actual name. Basically, it's like, you know, it's just something I came up with. I'm not going to go into explain.
We all got to come up with aliases, my dude.
Not here.
Facts.
So,
Facts.
World of Warcraft has been around for a long time, since 2004.
Ooh, really?
Wow.
And it has been an adventure for many of us who played this.
His character hard got bored of just standing there and was like, "On,
Like, hurry up."
game on and off throughout the years to see the changes that this game has gone through. Now, this game has gone through many iterational changes.
Facts.
It's changed so much. In fact, it is no longer the game it used to be.
Facts.
Oh, absolutely.
And for a lot of people, that's really discouraging. A lot of it changed too much to make it feel too, like, boring and dull. But there has been some massive changes with Shadowlands that makes it so much better. So Shadowlands brings in a new leveling process. So the new level, max level in this game is 50. As until Shadowlands release, then it'll go to 60 with the purchase of Shadowlands.
I thought it was like 120.
And you have to play in the Shadowlands expansion in order to gain those extra levels. but that's okay because what they've done is
I'm curious.
by far, hands down, the best change they could have ever made to World of Warcraft.
Tell us, Sherman.
All right, so here I am. I'm on a character that I started playing about 4 days ago.
Okay.
And
Wow.
as you can see, I'm a level
4
28
days? That's not bad.
Retribution Paladin, my favorite thing to play in
JoJo's Paladin.
in World of Warcraft. I love playing the two-handed Paladin. It's awesome, it's fun, and I like the fact that I can still do a little bit of tanking, not a lot. More damage dealer than I am anything, but I love that the way it plays.
I like that sword,
everything.
though.
I am wearing some of the new, not new.
It is
but
nice.
I've
some of
always
the
wanted a weapon
Pandarian
like that. My
stuff,
character's never had one.
because I am playing through the Pandaren content right now. But how did I get here? Well, one of the new changes that they put in is a new starting area called the Exiles Reach, which was a phenomenal experience. I did not take this character through that. I actually played them through the original stuff before I brought him to Pandaria, and
Changed it to 1080p.
had a lot of fun doing it. So really have to say I like the changes so far with that. Now with the new leveling changes,
I have one of those.
Especially if you're a new
I did.
player
Mine was
and
white,
you want to
though.
try the game
I have
out,
both.
they do have a free 1 to 20 experience, and that means you can play all the way up to level 20 and even continue to play even after that.
Ooh,
but there
okay.
are a lot of restrictions, like you can't group with other players,
Yes,
you can't
that's true.
trade, you can't a lot of restrictions that make it more of a free trial than it is free to play. Now, that free trial experience, though, does offer a lot of really good stuff.
I agree with him there. If you want to get into WoW and you've never gotten into it, playing that free trial from levels 1 to 20,
Absolutely.
of any, I think it's any class. Don't quote me on that though. But I
Any
think
class
you'll end up
except
covering
for Dark Paladin, I think, or sorry, Death Knight, because Death Knights you start at level 52 and you have to have a level 52 to play it.
that. True. I did the trial. That's how I got into World of Warcraft. I got into it actually so much that I went and bought every expansion that was out at that point in time. I think I dropped like $160 in one day.
That's insane.
But
Not that I.
yeah, I will give it this. Watching it does make me want to play it.
I'm not gonna lie. I know I'm thinking about me mage, me nice pretty mage. He's like it's very hard not to just like reach over and like click on my World of Warcraft icon that's right there and just be like, buy a subscription for a month.
Yeah.
Tempting. Very tempting.
Sometimes I think you should. I'm just saying.
But
But then you have to.
for people to
Particularly.
get into the game and see if it's something they'd be willing to give a go, you know. I wanted to show you guys some of the combat in this too, so you guys can see
That's a dope sword.
what it's like.
That is a nice
It's a
sword.
little bit more smooth than it used to be. Like, I can move it and do some of my abilities. Used to be like you had to be locked in place.
That's
for some
cool.
Stuff.
That's
It
new.
still
I
has
like that.
But not to a as massive of a degree.
It doesn't get,
as it once had.
interrupted.
So
Yeah. I really
I
like
think
that.
that's another advantage.
That's one thing.
That they put in here.
That's one of the things I enjoyed about Final Fantasy 14 was that you could move. Granted, if I'm not mistaken, some magic classes get interrupted if you're in a
Mine do.
spell. Yeah, but with a lot of like range, like in my case, I'm a bard, so I can move and jump and do everything, and I still attack. So I like that they implemented that into this game.
But the new XL Reach thing that I was talking about is a really good leveling first.
I
10
like
levels
the look of this
experience.
area.
I mean, it gets you.
I don't know
prepared.
where he
It gets
is.
you
I think he's in
full gear setup.
the Night Elf area, but I'm not
boots,
sure.
Leggings,
Oh, this is the new
gloves,
area, then I've
wrist
never seen it.
guards, belt,
But yes,
chest
it looks
piece,
really nice.
helm, and weapons to get you started in the game. And it's really surprising that once you do that, XL Reach Place, then it sends you into the main story of the Battle for Azeroth content. So, as I said, I'm in Pandaria. The Battle for Azeroth stuff is Kultiris
Oh, he's
and
in Pandaria.
Zandalar,
I was very
depending
wrong.
on what faction you're with. So if you're Horde, it's Zandalar. If you're Alliance, you go to Kultiris. And you play through these two story areas. As you can see, they go from 10 to 50. Now, if you look at Pandaria, it says 10 to 50. And that's because I came here through a special pass that you get when you go to your active primary city. So for the Alliance, it's going to be Stormwind. For the Horde, it's over here in Kalimdor, and it is Orgrimmar. And these places will give you the option of meeting a little gnome who will send you on Chromie. In fact, I have a seasonal quest with him. But they'll send you on this path to pick a starting thing. And that's where you take on the choice of, do I want to level in Northrend? Do I want to level in Pandaria?
That's cool.
Do I want to level in Draenor? The Outlands, even. As you can see, it says 10 to 50, 10 to 50.
That's really cool.
And then Shadowlands we don't have yet. And then in Azeroth, 10 to 50, 10 to 50, 10 to 50, 10 to 50, 10 to 50. Because you can actually go play in those areas all the way to max level. And even in the base content, you'll see there's a few, like 30 to 50, 10 to 50, all that stuff.
Pause that for a sec?
And this is to help you basically level.
I'm just very confused into why it's saying level 50.
Yeah, I'm a little, and maybe we missed something. I'm not sure, but I'm a little confused on how this new leveling thing is going. Because, like you said before, the last time it was like capped at 120 or some shit.
Yeah, like my character was level 74, I think. So I mean, if my character all of a sudden got backtracked to level 50, I think I would ruin the game for me. I would not go back and play. There's a lot of content put in there from my character alone up to set level. Actually, I think I was just about 80. I wasn't even like 70. I was higher than that at this point, left from the last time I played. But I'd be very upset.
Yeah, I'm hoping we didn't miss that like section of it, and he gets into it, because I'm really curious on what that change is.
I'm almost tempted to buy a subscription just to find out right now.
Facts.
Blizzard, you better not have did me dirty.
You can level from 1 to max level in any area in the game. But there are restrictions. Some areas do have restrictions on what level you have to be at to play in it, but it doesn't take long to reach that point of level 10, 15 to get there. Okay. Now, again, my character, like I said, when I started playing them,
nice armor.
I started playing
armor is nice.
Normal
everything
experience. Because I wanted to see if the original like content had changed much. Now, you do play through the Cataclysm storyline. It starts off, with the Cataclysm has happened. You're a new adventure in the world. So you're playing that part, and really good again.
It's good that
leveling
was left
experience. Really liked how the progression was. It felt very smooth. It hasn't taken me long to get to 30, almost. Like I said, 4 days, and roughly about 32 hours.
That's not bad at all.
Not less.
No.
But I have been taking a lot of breaks and stuff, so, so it might be 32 hours, but it would be more like 16, because of how many times I've had to get up and, like, walk away and take care of something or do something.
That's even better. 16 hours to get almost 30 levels.
Other than be here.
Not bad.
Yeah.
So really good leveling experience. The other change that they made a long time ago was the new specialization system. So you get 3 specializations. With the Paladin, there's the Holy One, Protection, and Retribution. And each of them give you a different role to play. So I can be a healer, tank, and damage dealer. I really like that the Paladin has that 3-role experience. And as you can see, it'll tell you, like, when you play tank, it's best to use sword and shield and all that. When you play healer, it's best to use sword, mace, and shield. And that's going to give you that
preferred
that
weapon
greater,
is new, I believe.
Thing. Now you can see I can actually activate it, and I can switch to this, and it'll change my skills up and all that to what I have available.
That was permanent
here,
as far as
it
I'm
keeps
aware.
what I have registered on my bar. But then I have to go in here to my actual skills.
Oh, you can
click on the holy and
switch
you can
on the
see
fly?
Now I have all these other skills that I can put on
Since
my bar
when?
that I can use. So really cool system there.
Yeah.
I like the Retribution Paladin, like I said.
Okay.
It's what I like to play,
I'm
so I'm
going
gonna
back
stick
to
with
WoW,
that. And you can see I have all my,
Dude, I'm
my stuff
okay
here,
with
my
it.
buffs, all that, and yeah.
Still
So
concerned about the leveling
really good.
thing.
Yeah.
Now, another thing a lot of people are probably going to wonder, what about the other classes, the monk, the death knight? Are those available? Yeah, they are, including the extra races as well. If you have the extra races unlocked, you can play them. And now, another thing I'm going to probably get asked is, in the 1 to 20 experience, can you unlock those races? Yes. Because the world scales to you. Everything in the game scales to your level. So it doesn't matter if you're in that content, unless that content's map says otherwise, and we can go there, and look. You can go to Kalteris, and you can see that there are some areas that are like 35 to 50, but most of the stuff is like the 25 to 50 area would be a little rough for somebody at level 20, but you have to remember it's still playable. Like, you can still play the game. You can still do the stuff, even on the 1 to 20. But the 1 to 20 is more of a free trial than it is a free to play.
Really want to
Again,
know why
I
it's
wanna make
only
that
level
clear.
50.
Free trial. More
I
than
know,
it is
I'm
free to
wondering
play.
that too. And
I mean,
I'm starting to think we might have missed something in the beginning, which is fine. But after we're done recording tonight, I think I'm actually even going to look it up myself to see what he's talking about, this leveling.
Yeah.
Because I'm super, super curious. By the way, for anybody watching, a personal question of mine is, and Sherman's Gaming, if you see this, I'd love it if you could answer it. If you don't end up getting into it in the video with the bit of time we still have left, is for anybody like myself who is extremely story rich when it comes to any game being played. How would you suggest following the story? Like, how would you go about doing that? Because every time I try and follow a story or a lore of World of Warcraft without going back and playing Warcraft 1, 2, and 3, I get lost, and then I get so lost that I just get frustrated that I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just walking around doing character building, which is fine for the most part, but then it ends up boring me, and then I don't end up playing them more, which is a really big reason why I went to Final Fantasy 14, besides the fact that I like Final Fantasy. So if any of you have any opinions or suggestions based on how to follow a story in World of Warcraft, leave it in the comments below, because I would love to know. I don't know about Zed, but I would love to know.
Story schmory.
Give me more power.
I mean, it is free to play up to level 20, but then you have all those restrictions on top of it. Now, I went ahead and paid a sub because I have been enjoying the heck out of myself with this game, and that brings me to the final question. Is the new changes worth coming back to? Just the new changes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
The game experience is so much different that it is definitely worth playing.
Okay.
Because you can go and do anything you want at any time. You can go relive the experiences you had in classic areas, or you can go into the new content and start playing that, and you can choose where you want to level, and you can really have fun. So yeah, it's definitely worth it. With the
Another thing too, and I know this came out a while back, but if you didn't know, is that they actually have a World of Warcraft Classic server now.
Yeah,
back
I know.
when it first got launched in 2004, I think he said.
Yeah.
But yeah, I never went into it. I actually started playing when I started playing. It was already like had its graphic update and everything had already changed, so I never really got to experience the Classic.
Yeah, one of my buddies at work plays the Classic. He got it when it came out, and he talks about it all the time. I tell him to come over to the actual WoW, and then we'll talk.
Oh, you guys banter like that, and I see you.
Pretty
You got
much,
you got another banter buddy. Oh, I thought it was just me.
You're not the only person in my life, sir.
I know. No, I'm kidding. This is good.
Changes that they've done to gear, leveling, all that stuff, also again really good and a lot of fun. So I've been having a blast being back in World of Warcraft, and I can say that from my own experience with it, with the new changes and everything else, I honestly didn't think I was going to have that much fun. But I've had a blast being able to relive some classic experiences, even though it's with Cataclysm. And then on top of that, the new experience of the Exile Reach and that leveling process. So lots of fun there. Now, with Shadowlands coming, what does that do? Well, it adds some new stuff to the game, which is definitely some improvements to what the game had before. It's adding a whole new storyline where you find out Sylvanas has broken the helm of the Lich King and opened a portal to the Shadowlands, which is the realm of it is basically their version of the afterlife. And now we get to go there, and we get
that sounds interesting to me, except for if I were to go into WoW and try and follow that, I'd get so lost, and I'm like, you know what? Fuck the story. I don't care. I'm
to work with them to stop the jailer. So lots of cool stuff. I mean, that's all I know so far. I haven't played any of it, so I don't know. It's not out yet. But lots of really cool stuff there. And then on top of that, guys, all you have to do is buy Shadowlands, pay a sub, you get access to everything. All the content the game has to offer.
That's cool.
I mean,
that's pretty dope.
The buy-in value of either paying a sub, like going and buying the game itself. Like if you go and buy the beginner kit for this game, like there's no more battle chests, so you don't have to pay like $70 to get all the stuff. You literally buy.
I think I have mine still.
And you get everything up to the Battle of Azeroth for one cost, or an introductory fee basically, and then the sub, which together, depending on where you are in the world or the United States or whatever, you're looking at anywhere between $25 and $55 just to play the game.
Not bad.
And get access to all this stuff besides Shadowlands. Now, if you do the Shadowlands route, then it's you buy Shadowlands, you buy the subscription, and you get access to Shadowlands when it releases. So you'll have access to it automatically. And that comes to about $55 as well.
Not bad.
And that's if you buy the base version. So, is World of Warcraft worth playing right now, even in 2021, 2020, 2021, whatever?
He did too.
Before he gets to his conclusion to his question, I really do wish that he was moving a lot more as he was explaining all this. I know sometimes it can be hard to do both things, but it would have been nice to see the scenery in the world he's in right now while he explained a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, World of Warcraft will always be worth playing, and that's because it has. They chose an art form that ages well.
I'll give it that. That's true.
Run, have been improved over the years with the new locations and everything, and it's definitely a much better game than it once was. Now, there are some things that I don't like, but that's for a whole nother video. Not something I want to cover here, and yeah. So yeah, World of Warcraft, definitely worth playing. And also, another cool feature, which I wanted to talk about. If you do pay a sub, you can also buy a sub from other players. You can buy your subscription from other players for gold. And that means all you have to do is farm the gold, and you can play pretty much indefinitely for free.
Truth.
So, like, you pay...
I do wish that Final Fantasy at some point, Final Fantasy 14 brings that in, because I do like that about WoW. It gives you the option or the ability to possibly pay for your next month with your gold. So like you was saying there, it could definitely be free if you played enough.
Absolutely.
And be able to make that gold every time. You would never have to pay a subscription as you played.
If you played enough and played it long enough, you could get like multiple subscriptions and like indefinitely. Like V was saying there, like you could just, and Sherman, you could just keep going and going and going and going and going.
Yeah, I thought that was a great feature when I heard of it for the first time.
Yeah, so I was really impressed when they implemented that. That was really impressive. Way to go, Blizzard. Round of applause.
Yeah, absolutely.
Pay sub once and you get access to the game for free, and then from there on. But it takes a lot of gold. Okay, it's like over 100,000. It's almost 200,000 gold to play free.
That's a lot of
I think
gold.
it's even 2 million gold. I don't know. Would have to get into a trading post to find out. But they do have that, and I think that it is really cool.
But if you
that
play
they have
enough,
this stuff
I
in
can't see
the
that being
game.
too hard.
Oh no, absolutely not.
Or they
Couple
have
raids.
this stuff in the game that allows you to do that. That allows, hey, I can play this game this way or this way. So, yeah. But that, again, is pretty much it, guys, for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves hearing me talk about this game that is going on 20 years old. It will be 20 years in 2024. Right now it is at 16 years, and it is still doing good. The population in this game is still huge. It's still, one of the top games out there.
Think about that. Pause that for a second.
Because of what it has to offer. And
Think about that for a second. 20 years of a game going, and there are people who've been paying that subscription for almost 20 years.
Yep.
That is a commitment and a half. Blizzard, you must be rolling in the dough. Congratulations.
That is dedication.
Right? Like,
Dedication.
that's a lot. Like,
For anybody who is, if anybody out there watching this right now, if you've been playing this since the beginnings, and like Sherman's was saying, like 20 years or so now, hey, a round of applause to you.
Absolutely.
Because let me tell you, you got some patience.
facts.
2, the dedication on you is real.
Truth.
And 3, your ass must be flat from sitting on that chair for 20 years. No,
That's uncomfy. See a chiropractor. You got back
I
problems.
can understand why. I mean, it's lived up to its reputation. And with the new changes again, even better. So, well, that's pretty much it for the video, guys. If you guys are new to the channel, this is what goes next. If you like the video, go ahead and hit that like button. If you guys want to see more videos by me, you can subscribe. Other than that, I want to thank you all for watching. Until next time, have a wonderful day. And this guy might see you in game. Bye.
Yeah.
Well done,
Well
Sean.
done, Sherman.
Like,
Well done.
You know what? You've piqued my interest. I now have to go check my World of Warcraft account to see what is what and what is up, because I don't know. I'm either going to be very upset or very happy.
I agree with a lot of points that he went with. It is a very well-aging game,
Absolutely.
right? They do make improvements all the time. And let me tell you, an MMO being active as it is, like with WoW, for 20 years, that is impressive.
Yeah, like the servers haven't shut down other than maintenance stuff. Like they're 20 years strong. There's been like
Right,
no
and-
shutdown for years, or like it's 20 years going hard.
Oh, dude, absolutely. And I know for a fact that there's people out there still today that would punch somebody in the mouth if they disrespected the game. So,
Probably.
right? Now, I do want to bring up, me and Zed have been loosely talking of an idea where we would bring an MMO day into our recording sessions. So,
Giving away
if you
company
guys-
secrets.
yeah, hey,
What?
we need advice, we need opinions.
Okay, give them away.
So, if you guys have seen our videos before, you probably noticed that we've started doing chop ups. So where we play the same game and it just flips back and forth on whose gameplay you're watching. And we go through the video like that. So we were thinking of doing something like where I would play Final Fantasy 14 because that's my MMO of choice. And he would, if he goes this route, either play Final Fantasy 14 with me or he'll play WoW on his end, and it will flop between both games while we talk about the game, what we know about the game, and even ways and tips for other players or new players that are joining. But yeah, if that's been a loose idea in our heads, we've been kind of throwing back and forth. We would love your opinion on it, though. Would you guys watch it? Would you be interested in seeing it? And what do you think about it? Let us know in the comments down below. But yeah, you want to add anything, buddy?
No, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you comment. We love hearing from you. We read every comment. Thanks for stopping on by.
It's true. Yeah, absolutely. But Sherman's, that was a good video. I really enjoyed it. Like I said earlier, I do wish you moved around a bit while you were explaining, because it would have really been nice to see the scenery.
So judgmental.
Hey, I'm just saying. I'm giving positive feedback, okay?
Sherman, your video was fantastic. I loved every second of it. Thank you for sharing it with us.
Absolutely. And if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. You guys hit the bell so exactly when we post content, and share the video with your friends. They might want to know if World of Warcraft is worth playing in 2020 or 2021. And it is voiced over by Sherman's Gaming, obviously, because it is his video. If you want to see the original video without our commentary and pausing throughout the video, the link to both the original video and his channel will be in the description down below. You guys, thank you so much for being here. This is The Project Returns. My name is V.
My name is Zed. And our asses
And our S's
are going to bed.
are going to bed.